See, you weren't supposed to hear me. Now I'm getting an echo.
What is that coming from?
There we go. No echo. Your sound is not on. Okay, let me try this again. Hello? Let's go right back to the top. Mike, Rudy, Brian, Ron, Cheryl, Derek. Hey, I got everybody. If I forgot somebody, please let me know. Rocket City Gardener, secrets? Check the YouTube chat for me. Or not the YouTube, but the Facebook. For whatever reason, Facebook on this stupid app doesn't always want to work.
Yeah, it's just Ryan Manson with the thumbs up right now.
So, I don't get it. But, let's go back to all. So, hey, there's Daniel Wright. Hello. What's with the Venus de Milo Wonder Woman? Ha! That's not even funny. Yes, it is. The reason we have a Venus de Milo Wonder Woman is because I came into spaghetti this morning on the CR10. Somewhere along the line, she lost her arms.
You just decided to start worshiping that flying
Yeah,
monster.
there you go. So now we've got our arms on the CR10. We're going to talk about this stuff. We're going to talk about this funky little thing that I got here, right here, which is still virgin. It hasn't even seen any paint yet. Virgin. What you have? There you go.
No, it didn't work before when I
Boop. There you go. I know you know what you're doing.
It just didn't work.
Hey, there's Geraldine Ham. Hey, Jess and Rich. My lovely woman, Geraldine Ham. I love her so much.
Hi, wifey.
Mark Baker. Hello again, Richard, Jess, and group. Nice spray booth. I saw one on Amazon that I had a vent and everything. This is it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it here. In about 1 minute, we're going to run that intro. I got to tell you guys, look how red my arms are. See that?
You're practicing to be a lobster.
And look at the underside. It's white. Red, white. Well, this is actually a better, look at that.
Oh yeah, show off that tat, man.
Yeah, I have a tat. What's it to you?
Just show it off. You were like, yeah. Welcome to the gun show.
No, it's more like the barrel show. There's no gun attached. It's just a big barrel. You seems to be having buffering issues, Brian says. Oh, YouTube. All right, so let's run that intro. Hey, welcome to Coffee with Rich. It is Monday, and it's the start of a new week. So we've got a lot of things we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about what? Who am I? Who am I? I was going to get to that. I'm Richard Cleveland. I'm your host here 3 times a week. I haven't shaved in a week, so I'm looking pretty scruffy. I got little sun over the weekend. Got a lot of sun over the weekend. The back of my neck just hurts like a son of a gun. But don't tell my wife that, because she put on this really nice smelling lotion today that made me feel all nice and yummy.
She said you're blinding us.
I'm blinding you. Oh, okay. So today we're going to talk about some of the changes that happened in Cura. We're going to talk about these models here today, and we're going to talk about this little paint booth. Many of you guys want to know more about painting and more about finishing your models and that kind of stuff. And that's where we're going to take this show over the course of the next month or so. We're going to be showing you several different techniques. Again, I'm going to go over hand painting as well. We're going to go over airbrushing. We're going to do real skin textures on Wonder Woman. We're going to show you how to get metallics done. The reason I chose Wonder Woman for that kind of tutorial is because she has all the things that we need to talk about: leather, skin, hair, metal, rope. So we're going to talk all about that stuff over the next few episodes coming up. Actually, we're going to do that probably. We're going to start doing that probably next week. I've already recorded this section where you guys are going to get to see how to slice these models. I can see everybody's comments today. For whatever reason, YouTube or Facebook is still not coming up in my comments, but it is what it is.
There's really not. Audio is not working. Oh, audio is working. Facebook, Frank couldn't hear you.
Frank couldn't hear me? Tell him to take out his earplugs.
Well, he turned his volume up.
Oh, he turned his volume up. Yeah. Is it on? Okay, so first and foremost, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel or you're watching this in the Restream later on, hit that little bell notification and get notified every time we put up a brand new episode or we go live. So let's start over here with these gals. These are all models from malix3design.com, and Jess will put that in both the chats. So malix3design.com. This is the Batgirl, the Catwoman, and the Wonder Woman. You're probably wondering, why is Wonder Woman so big? Well, we scaled, or I scaled her to 200%. So this is the size she should be. This is the size she ended up being. So I had a lot of stringing on this for whatever reason. I don't understand why, because I've printed many models the same way, and for whatever reason, she had a lot of stringing. It could be the filament this time around, who knows? But you know, it's still turned out pretty good. I did do some pre-sanding on her, and I'm going to go over why I did that. The reason that I pre-sanded her was because first of all, I wanted to get all the stringing off and all the little zitties left over from the stringing. That can be real problematic, especially when you have a lot of it. As you can see here with Batgirl, she still has a lot of her support material on. The support material, now I printed her on the Wanhao i3 using Cura. I may end up reprinting her on the CR10, or maybe even reprinting her on the Wanhao using Simplify 3D. I just think Simplify 3D does a much better job of the support material, and this one, like, the support material is almost like rock solid on her. It's like really tough to get off of her. So I think I may just end up going and reprinting her on the Wanhao. But she does have some under extrusion issues as well, so I want to make sure that we get that fixed. Brian Baker says his new Deadpool is gorgeous. Yes, Malix just released Deadpool. What a beautiful model. It's sitting in the hand of a robot. So Deadpool is sitting in this giant robot hand. And it's on my list to get. So Ben Brady says Batgirl's support material is a Playtex living bra. That's it. It could be. It was good. Well, hey, if I can make fun of you guys, that's half my job. Okay, I'm not seeing any issues on my end. The first layer, okay, wow, this is nuts trying to watch on my phone. Why are you watching on your phone? Get something bigger. Oh, do you? Okay. So let's move on to this guy. This is my newest piece of gear for the studio. This is a paint booth that I got off of Amazon, and it's a portable paint booth, so it's got a little handle back here. You can fold all this up. It comes with this little turntable, and it comes with a whole bag of accessories. Come on out of here. There we go. So in this bag, you get some nice accordion style dryer hose, a rubber reducer or coupler, You get a screw ring or band. You can put a screw ring on your rubber, yes. And then you also get this vent. This is made to go in the window and vent outside. So if you are painting, here in the studio, I don't have a window. So guess what? That's garbage. I can't use that. But what I am going to do, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it, is build yourselves a fume extractor. What that does, it takes the fumes that you're generating from your painting, and it puts them into a bucket, and in that bucket you have some furnace filter material. You also have some activated charcoal, and it takes the fumes out of the air. So if you're painting with, you know, something like this stuff here, like the Rust-Oleum metallics or anything that has an odor, like a strong paint odor to it, this stuff, that will take the odor out of the air, and you won't be killing your family or your friends or your loved ones or anything like that. But this thing moves, let me just see, air noise on this is only 47 dB, so it's not very loud at all. And the airflow is 3 cubic meters per minute. So it's moving a lot of air. So that's more than enough to get the air out. You can also get another one of these and attach it on either side so you can extend the length of it. How I'm going to extend the height of it, because we've got models like Wonder Woman here, is all I'm going to do is just open it up like so and remove the plastic pieces, and then just go ahead and add some cardboard or something around it, just so I'm still getting extraction of the fumes. And then I can paint taller pieces like this one. So it folds up beautifully. I love the way this thing folds up. Check this out. So those go down like so. These come in like so. It folds up like that. That goes under there like so. You're done. Now you can take it away and take it to wherever you're going. So it makes for a nice little booth. It's very portable, so in the future, if I'm doing shows elsewhere, I can take this with me. I can take the extraction bucket with me, and we can go ahead and start painting wherever we are. Now, it's a great little thing. Find them on Amazon. I don't have an Amazon affiliate account yet set up so that you guys can go buy one and I get some credit for it, but I will at some point. Yes?
Will it work on ABS fumes as you print?
Yes. As far as I know, yes. Oh, hello, Dawn. Okay, so let's get to talking a little bit more about these gals. So Jess printed Catwoman here, and you can see Batgirl without a stand. Let me move this out of the way. You can see Batgirl without a stand is a little bit taller than Catwoman. You know, this is, let me see how tall this is. Look at that, I have a tape measure right there. So Batgirl is roughly 10 inches tall, whereas Wonder Woman is 17.5 inches tall. No, Batgirl is 10 inches. Catwoman's coming in just about 8 3/4. So, if you want these all to be the same size, just, you know, muck around with them and print them all at the same size. Play with your settings. That's probably the most important thing to do. Just getting a look over here at, basically I just have high airflow fan, Brian Baker said, tubing and an activated carbon filter. Yeah, that's, getting back to this for a second, yeah, that's exactly what you do, but you just put it into a 5-gallon bucket from Home Depot. So it's pretty simple. Now, for all of you that saw my video yesterday, for all of yous, oh, that's real good English, ain't it? That's some Canadian talking there, eh? Hey, that's some Canadian talking there. Hey, there's Don Kratzer. Yeah, it's yesterday I posted a video. I was working on the new desk that will replace this white one, because what's happening in here is all the white in this room, including myself, is throwing off the white balance of the camera. Although I'm not that white today, I'm still a little bit red. I'm a lot of red. So we are changing things up. You can see behind me over here, there is a mount now for the camera to be moved over here. We're going to start doing some prelim changing today, and then we are going to get full on into it in over the next week or so. And you guys will see the new desk. You'll see where the paint booth is going to live. You'll see where all my paints are going to live. And then we can go from there, and where the printers are going to live, all 4 of my printers. So we'll see what happens there.
Jerry, I want to see to turn on the thingy so we can see how loud it is during it.
Jerry, this actually isn't that loud. I don't have it even plugged in right now. I don't think I've got a plug. I don't have a plug accessible at the moment, but I will do another little video on this, completely on this, and we'll show you how it works, and you'll get to hear how loud it is, because I'm wearing a lavalier mic and it may not pick it all up all the way. But I will do something just for you, Jerry, okay?
It's not too loud.
What's that?
It's not too loud.
It's not too loud, no. You know, at only 48 or 47 decibels, that's, you know, that's kids playing in the neighborhood. That's less than kids playing in the neighborhood.
Yeah, the dog barking.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that loud at all. But when you're talking about 3D printing, everything is in millimeters. Tough to print Wonder Woman in certain printers as the Z height is a bit limited. Yes, it is. But good thing about this, are you ready, Ben? Boop. 1, 2, 3. I just solved your Z height problem.
Can you ask them if the stream just cut out? Because it says stream resumed.
Stream just cut out on you guys over on YouTube?
Do a review on how to use an extension cord system.
Oh, do a review. Do you know how much that would take me to set up? We don't have that kind of time today. Jerry, I'll do one just for you. I'll send the video directly to you and nobody else, just you. Because I like you, Jerry. And 4. So, let's talk a little bit about Cura. Cura has some new changes, so I'm just going to minimize this. And we're going to open up that all the way. And we are going to talk about the changelog in Cura. So I'm going to move Wonder Woman out of the way here so I can see what I'm doing.
Gradavis Eris says stop being live while I work.
What's that?
Gradavis Eris
Yeah.
says damn, stop being live while I work.
Oh, sorry.
Quick question, lacquer or acetone for thinning acrylics for airbrushing?
Lacquer or acetone for thinning acrylics? Neither. Water. Never, ever, ever use acetone or thinners for acrylics unless they are specifically made for acrylic paints. If you do that without having that specific thing done, you are going to run into some really gumming up of your airbrush, okay? All I use when I'm making airbrush thinner, just so you guys know, let me grab my airbrush thinner here. Okay. This is Medea's airbrush cleaner. In this, they don't tell you anything that's in this. The cleaner is highly concentrated and ready for use and can be diluted for everyday use.
Ryan said that explains a few things from this weekend, lol.
Okay.
So I found him posting.
So this 8-ounce bottle of airbrush thinner is, I think, right around 16 or 20 bucks. And you can buy it on Amazon. I don't use this stuff anymore. I got it when I got my airbrush and my compressor. They sent it to me. I really, really don't care for it because I can make stuff that's better. And when I make stuff, in here is my airbrush thinner in this little bottle. And all this is 50% water, distilled water. I want to make that perfectly clear. 50% distilled water, 50% isopropyl alcohol, 90% or better, and then a couple of drops of the retarder from Golden, and then a couple of drops of the acrylic flow release. That's it. So what you want to do is fill this up halfway, fill it up to the neck with your other liquid, then a couple of drops of this, a couple of drops of this, shake it up, and you'll see it foams up a little bit, and there's your acrylic thinner right there. So any paint will use this, any acrylic paint. Like, you guys know that I use this stuff a lot, the Liquitex Basics, although I have a whole shelf full of airbrush paints from who is that? Vallejo. I still use this the majority of the time. And I thin it with exactly what I was saying. 50% water, 50% alcohol, a couple of drops of retarder, and a couple of drops of flow. And then that's it. Don't have to do anything else. Hope that cleared that up. Now, the difference for this, the thinner and the cleaner, don't put this in, don't put that in. What I will do is, again, I will put 40% isopropyl alcohol, 40% distilled water, and 20% of either Windex, ammonia-free Windex, or even a better alternative is windshield washer for your car. Does two things. One, it dyes the color so that you know that that's cleaner and it has cleaning agents in it. And two, because it cleans really, really well. So that's how I go about cleaning my airbrushes, thinning my paints, and all that kind of stuff. I don't go out and buy commercial crap anymore. I just get what I need.
Frank says water without dish soap. I'm not sure if that's in relation to
What's that? Yeah, you can use dish soap as well.
water with 1 drop of dish soap.
Yeah, you can do that as well. That's another way of making airbrush cleaner. Not so much airbrush thinner, but airbrush cleaner. The reason I do what I do is because inside the windshield washer, there are cleaning agents in it, but it's not hazardous to your health. So
Bug juice or -40.
bug juice or -40, I've used both.
Either will work. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, either will work. Yep.
That was me asking.
Let's talk about some tools for cleaning up your prints. This guy right here. Whee! This is an edge cleaner. So what you would do with this, I forgot she wasn't attached, is you'd come along and you just take it and you can clean up that edge really, really nicely. So it'll take off all the flashing from where you had the model standing, and it cleans it up really, really nice.
Don says, can you post good photos from the labels of those two for the thinner in Facebook?
Yes, I will. I will post that later on.
Disposable nail files, is Judy.
Yeah, the sanding sticks, those work great as well. I like using this guy. I'm not sure what they call this thing, but it's designed for taking flashing off. You can use it on metal as well. And you don't want to dig in, you just want to take that flashing off. So that's a good tool. Needle nose pliers is a good tool. A pair of snips, which you should already have. And of course, one of these. Now, because somebody's gonna jab themselves, or I'm not saying that you guys are fools or anything, but it happens to me all the time. These blades are very, very, very sharp. So never cut towards yourself, always cut away from yourself. This comes in double duties, because what I will do sometimes is if I've got some flashing somewhere that I can't get into, I'll use the back side of the hobby knife. This is an old model building trick, and Ben Brady can tell you about that because he's seen me do it a lot. Just get in there and scrape down some seams. It doesn't take off very much plastic. It actually does a really nice job. And always put the cover back on your knife so that you've got it for later.
Frank's a swivel blade guarantees with deburring.
Deburring tool, that's what I was looking for, deburring tool.
Notice he was cutting towards himself?
What, with the deburring tool? No, well, I was scraping, but I wasn't cutting towards myself. All right, so let's get into what else we were talking about today, and that is Cura. All right, so let's go into the changes made in Cura. So profile for the Ultimaker S5, nobody really cares about that because none of us have one. Or if you do have one, then you do care about it. There's a new profile for Tough PLA in there. There's configuration and sync buttons. I'm not really sure what that does, but so it gives you now available for Ultimaker Network Connect, so that doesn't have anything to do with us. Setting visibility presets. So preset guide you to find the most important settings incrementally. A small menu is located next to the search bar to easily access these new settings visibility presets. So there's also a print and save hotkey, which is good. Control P on Windows and Linux, and Command plus P on a Mac. 3D Model Assistant models sliced to print with ABS PC, PP, or CPE Plus that have a larger footprint than 150 by 150 by 150 will notify the user with an icon and pop-up of how they can achieve the best possible print quality and reliability. So that's actually a pretty good one. Yeah, it is. This is actually 3.3.1, but they didn't call it that. So Refractored Machine Manager. Refractored Machine Manager results in less manager classes. Changing settings, materials, variants, and machines is now easier, so that's good. Multiple models faster. Significant speed increase when multiplying models, so that's good. Auto slicing disabled by default, which is kind of good. Now you have to tell it to slice the model. Updated fonts, nobody really cares about that. Plugin browser look and feel, so you can, there's different plugins that you can do. So I believe that it will, you can use this, if I remember reading this somewhere else, but it doesn't say it here, but you can use this now with Octoprint much better.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Strictly from Octoprint, so that works for me.
Yeah, show tooltip for unavailable profile. That's actually really good. Empty material slots for Ultimaker 3. Nobody cares. I'm really slamming Ultimaker, aren't I? I don't own one. I just think they're overpriced. Send over network confirmation. So that's actually pretty good. Post-processing scripts. Single extrusion mode, which is good. New UFP extension, which is an Ultimaker format package. Compressed G code. So it's compressing the G code when using the Ultimaker 3, so less goes onto the card. Circular prime tower. That looks like it could be good. Less jerky print speeds, which is good for that. Connected infill lines, which is great. Support blocker. Real bridging. So there's smart avionics. Updated Cura engine, which is executable. Use rapid JSON and Clipper libraries for system libraries. Initial layer flow. So this is where I was talking the other day about that initial layer height and width. so you can change the flow if you want to get a little bit more flow. Initial travel move retractions, unnecessary retractions in spiralize. I'm not going to talk about all of these, but I just want to point you guys to them. Faster travel paths, new plugins, preheat extruders, real name easy, or real name tweak at Z to change at Z, which is much better. And then there's a host of bug fixes over the last, and third-party printers. Now, if you go down to third-party printers, you're going to notice there's no WAN house stuff in here, which is really kind of strange, but they should have WAN house because WAN house uses their software all the time. There we go. Now I'm back. So let's have a look at what's being asked. All right, so am I missing anything? I ended up getting a hobbyist file kit. Very good idea for small details before going to sandpaper. Great idea, Brian. Tree supports look to still be under experimental. Yes, they are. Ben Brady, by virtue of Amazing Plastic. For anybody that doesn't know, I used to do a show called Amazing Plastic, the Scale Model Show. It was a show that I did a few episodes on, and unfortunately, life got in the way and I had to stop doing them. But it was a very popular show for what it was. It was all about scale model building. So essentially what I've done is I've taken that show and I've rolled it into this show because I'm still technically doing scale model building. I love the tree supports in Cura. That's you? Look, I got to start reading more. Who's typing what? So Jess is typing for the first layer today. So do you guys have any questions about any changes in Cura? Do I like Cura? No, I still don't like Cura. In all honesty, if you can afford it, get Simplify 3D. That's all I'm going to say about it. I will use Cura to demonstrate stuff to you guys all the time because a lot of you guys still have Cura. You'll notice that camera mount is a little high. We did that to do the camera angles properly. Let's talk about temperature tower. Anyways, okay, let's talk about the temperature towers. Now, I've done 2 videos in Cura on temperature towers. If you have not seen them, please go back and look at our video list and check out the 2 videos that I have. One of the things you need to do is turn on everything in the latest versions of Cura in order to be able to get to those temperature towers. Not a lot of people know this, but what you have to do is it's under extension, and I'll go here now and I'll show you guys. You're going to go under extension, modify G-code, click that, and here's what you're going to get is post-processing scripts. And immediately I get an email when people do this and they go, well, there's nothing there. What you have to do is you have to add a script and go through what it says here. So they've changed the Z height one to change at Z instead of modify at Z is what it was before. So it is still experimental, but once you do that, you can see it populates everything. And the temperature tower, if you guys are using the temperature tower that I told you to use, damn it, make sure you use it. No, the one that I suggested you use, you'll know that on that temperature tower, every 5 millimeters, you're changing the temperature. So what you would do here is you would go into quality. Yes, you can only do it by layer in Simplify. And I'm going to show how that's done in Simplify for those that have Simplify. But what you want to do is here you're triggering it at height, or you can trigger it at a layer number as well. I like height because it's simple. You're going to keep the value for the behavior, and the number of layers you're not going to worry about. But where you're going to go down to is right here where it says change extruder 1 temp. You're going to click that, you're going to change that number, and that's all you have to do to the next temperature up. So if you're starting at 240, this temperature is going to be 235, and so on and so forth till you reach 190. So you're going to add a number of these into this list, and you're going to change them as things go along.
Hey Richard, how about a video of a comparison between OctoPi and AstroPi?
I've never used AstroPi, in all honesty. Let me move her out of the way. I've never used it, so I'd have to do some research into it. Once I do some research, I will do a video for you on OctoPi and AstroPi and the differences between them. I have used Octoprint before, and it is a great little program. I don't recommend you using it to control your printer, in all honesty. There needs to be a little bit more work done on OctoPi. It communicates well with all printers. One of the things that it doesn't do is if you are running on a CR10 or any machine that has a power outage feature on it, OctoPi will just see that as the power went out, it stopped printing, that's it. So the power, it basically overrides the power outage feature. So that's one of the reasons why, if you've got a machine that has a power outage feature like the CR10 or the Wanhao D9 or any of the newer printers that are coming out with that feature, I just use Octoprint to observe my prints more so than controlling them. I've tried controlling them before. I find it a little bit clunky. I'd much rather slice my model, put it onto the SD card, stick the SD card in the machine, and then, you know, set it to fly. Then Octoprint can monitor the print for me, and I can check it from my phone or from my tablet, or even from my computer if I'm sitting at my computer, because they're all on the same network. So that's something I would consider if you're wanting to set up an Octoprint system on a CR10 or any of the newer printers that have that power outage feature. Any other questions?
OctoPi can be used as an interface to upload prints to the SD. It's amazing when getting deep into it. Only major fault I've encountered is with the pause feature breaking the comms.
Yeah, I think he's right there. Yummy, bacon wrapped tenderloin.
With sage and lemon.
How did we get on food?
It's done.
Oh, it's Dawn. Okay, Dawn must be hungry. We're all going to Germany. We're going to Dawn's place for dinner.
Yep.
He's having tenderloin wrapped in bacon.
Be right there.
That being said, guys, I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to cover. On Wednesday, we're going to have a look at 3D Figurine Me. If they get off their
You can have mine.
duff and send me the file that they were going to send me, so I can print it off and show you what the real results are. They're a local business here in Calgary, and wanted to give them a little bit of love. They scanned me. I have the GIF. I'm not sure if people want the GIF. If you guys want to see the GIF, just let me know and I'll put it up on Facebook for you.
I can send you the STL for mine.
Oh, you got the STL for yours.
I've got mine, well,
So-
it's no BJ,
Yeah, okay.
but Don says no, I didn't make any.
Oh, okay. So I guess we're not going to Dawn's. So on Wednesday and on Friday this week, on Wednesday we have a recorded show, on Friday we have another live stream. I'm going to be over there. I'll come Friday. Hopefully the new desk will be in, and I'm going to try and, hopefully it doesn't rain. I'm going to try and sand the bad stain job out before I bring it here. Post it. Oh, he's talking about my GIF. He wants me to post my GIF.
Yes,
Okay,
I'll post mine. Too.
I'll post my GIF. For those of you that wanted t-shirts on Friday, some people saw the t-shirt that I was wearing. They are available. I do have a very limited stock right now. I'm waiting for more to come in. I've got 1 large and 3 extra large in stock. They're $25 a piece. If you want one, please let me know, and I will arrange payment. I still have keychains available for those people that want them. They're $5 a piece plus shipping. What else? Okay, I guess that's pretty much it. I don't see any other questions. Is there any other questions?
Stream complete on YouTube.
Wow, YouTube wrapped up on us. That's weird. They cut us off.
Weird.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh,
Oh, now stream's back. Okay. I don't know what's going on with YouTube today, but all right. So let's thank spool3d.ca. Print it right. Print it with spool3d.ca. Everything that you need from printers, filaments, and all the accessory parts you could ever want. Go to spool3d.ca and get yours today. So give them some love. Also want to thank Jess. Jess does a great job when she's here on Mondays. Yay, Jess! As I said yesterday, I want to thank all of my Patreons. I still have to update that list, which is going to appear right here beside me of all the Patreons. The link is down below first. So thank you again to all my Patreons for your support. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do the changes that we're doing here. Again, if you're interested in supporting the show on a regular basis, please go check out patreon.com/thefirstlayer. Or if you want to, just buy me a coffee. You guys are great to buy me a coffee all the time too. It's amazing what you guys have helped me to achieve by buying me a coffee. I am not getting drunk, although some days I wish I were. I am drinking coffee or some other good thing for my body, which in this case is water. So if you'd like to, you can buy me a coffee if you like today's content at buymeacoffee.com/thefirstlayer. And what else who else do I got to thank? I got to thank the guys next door at Creative Factor. They do all of our business cards and stickers and stuff. And we got tons of stickers. We got lots of stickers. If you want a sticker, just send me a self-addressed stamped envelope to the address down in the description below on YouTube, and we'll get you guys out a sticker. If you can't figure out postage from the States, from here, from Canada to the States, all you have to do is contact me, and we'll make arrangements for the postage to get paid somehow, and then we'll get you a sticker off.
Ben Brady says, are those settings specific to the model you have loaded, or do you have to clear them out before you render another G-code session?
You need to clear them out before you render another G-code session.
Oh, so the Harley models could probably slow down to like 51 for me.
Yeah. You have to, anytime that you load a new G-code session, it actually dumps the old G-code session. So Brian Baker says, I got my sticker so pretty. Missed half the show. Jerry says, thanks, you guys are awesome. Jerry Knapp, for anybody that doesn't know, Jerry is a excellent modeler. He takes 3D prints and makes them look absolutely stunning. You can check out his Facebook group over at 3D Tinkering and Painting.
Jerry, what is it?
Um,
Don't put it on Facebook because I'm not waiting for me.
Yeah, he's on Facebook. He's also in our group.
He's on YouTube as well.
He's on YouTube. Jerry's project's on YouTube. Go give him some love. Subscribe to his channel, you guys. Great stuff. He's just done a couple of walkthroughs of his home and 3D printing and tinkering. Yes, that's it. On Facebook, go check out 3D printing and tinkering. That's Jerry's group, and he's happy to welcome everybody. And if you're not already a member, over there. So with that said, guys, as always, please remember that your first layer is always your foundation to a great print. Until next time, have yourselves a great week.